Evening, everyone. My name's Sam. I did have a speech prepared tonight. I practiced it over and over again, so many countless times. And now that I'm standing here, I feel like I've forgotten the whole thing. So I'm just going to have to wing it. I'm not sure if you saw me standing down here just then, but I was checking my watch and my heart rate was at 125. Normally it takes me about 15 minutes on the treadmill, incline 9, 3 speed to get it up to that. So you can tell that I'm nervous. A little bit about me is that I've been in Bali now for about 12 months. I've been here trying to start my own business, find my way, that kind of normal Bali experience that everyone's kind of searching for. I also have a podcast. It's called Mind Soak. I talk about entrepreneurial journeys and forgotten already. Inspirational motivation, all that type of stuff. I want to let people know that you can get out of the 9-to-5 crux, and I do that through the power of storytelling, through my guests like Jody, who come in, they tell their story, and just try and get people to take that next step and move forward. I also used to be in the Australian Navy. I was medically discharged in 2022. But before I was discharged, I was diagnosed with major depressive disorder, an anxiety disorder, and insomnia. And this crippled me for a good part of 3 years. And one of the main reasons that I'm standing here tonight is that I heard a quote. And the quote was super powerful to me. And what it is action is the cure to your anxiety. Now, for me, procrastination is basically a full-time job. Procrastinate about just absolutely everything. I procrastinated the first 3 times Daniel asked me to come up on stage. I was procrastinating just before I got on, all that type of stuff. So for me to be up here is a pretty big moment, and I hope I'm doing a good job. But one of the biggest turning points for me was actually after I'd read 2 books. The first book was The 5-Second Rule by Mel Robbins, and the second book was Atomic Habits by James Clear. The 2 things that I took from these books were, number 1 was the 2-minute rule by James Clear. Basically, how I interpret it was anything that you look at that's going to take 2 minutes or less, just do it and just get it done. And now I amalgamated that with Mel Robbins' 5-second rule, which basically tells you to count down from 5. So 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, then get up and do the thing that you've been procrastinating about. Mel explains that the science behind that is that by counting down and then committing to the thing that you're going to do is that you're not giving your brain the space to procrastinate. So I amalgamated these 2 rules, and I was looking at stuff and going, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go and do it. My housemate absolutely loved me because I was doing the dishwasher, I was packing it, unpacking it, I was doing my washing. I was also doing his washing, which I'm sure he appreciated. And it changed my way of thinking. When I was doing all these things, I was just like, that actually, like, 2 minutes didn't even take that long, or this happened, and I just started doing things. Soon it was 5 minutes. Green. Oh, red lights, green lights. Soon it was like I was just doing things that I needed to do, things that were 2 minutes, 5 minutes, or half an hour, or the whole day to do. I was just doing it because I was started getting the habit and the practice of that. This completely changed my mind and my life in so many ways because I'd never traveled before, I'd never done anything, and basically I just started saying yes to things and started doing things, started actioning things as much as I could. One of the things that really opened my eyes as well was there's a beautiful moment in a storybook called The Boy, the Mole, the Fox, and the Horse. And in this, just to set the scene a little bit, is all of these creatures and this little boy are walking through a dark forest, can't really see anything, doesn't know where to go. And the little boy says, I can't see my way through. And the horse says, can you see your next step? And he says, yes. The horse replies, well, just take that. And that for me as well was another thing that it just kind of like calmed my mind when I was thinking about doing all these things that I was anxious about or just didn't want to do. So for me, that's where it all kind of come together. And the reason I'm standing here on stage tonight is because I started taking action on the things that made me anxious. And that's why action is the cure to my anxiety. Thank you.